It's that time again. It's time for Mods of the Month. Let's talk about it.
Whoa!
What's up guys, Canadian Guy here, and back with a brand new Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time mods video. This month actually was one of the hardest months yet. Ever since my last video, there's been a slew of new mods added to the entire database. I actually had to trim a few of them due to time. However, the ones that I did trim, I will be trying to add them for the next month of Mods of the Month. As always, all the mods that are shown in this video have links to download them in the description below. Now, I have downloaded and used all these mods myself, but as always, download at your own risk. Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. The first mod is a bit of a different take on Crash Bandicoot. Hector, Thunders, and Gravilla work together to make a brand new look for Crash that seems to be a bit more of a serious note. He's got an eye patch, an open jacket, and military leg wear. He reminds me of the skin that you unlock at the end of the game, where Cortex's experiments did work and he does become the leader of his Cortex commandos. This skin is like he's been in the process of reaching that point, and is a cool skin to have. The next skin is made by the man, the myth, the legend, Sponge Bandymark. But before we continue, I gotta change up the music. Crash Bandicoot was a 90s gaming icon, beloved by many. Wanna know what else was loved by many in the 90s? Space Jam. And it just so happens that Space Jam 2 came out around the comeback of Crash Bandicoot. So Sponge Bandymark made the first member of the Wumpa squad, Coco. With this skin, she dons an outfit that is inspired by the brand new Space Jam movie. With this skin, it almost makes Coco look like Lola Bunny, a super cute and really cool looking skin. By the way, we have to stop the music now before I get copyrighted. The next mod is an interesting one. Meet Ara Bandicoot, a brand new skin for Coco. Now, some of you might be raising an eyebrow in confusion. Who is this? I don't recognize her from a Crash game at all. Well, Ara Bandicoot has an interesting backstory. Ara Bandicoot is an OC that was created by the user DevilZukin7. You may have seen her on Reddit, Twitter, and in other places. Unfortunately, DevilZukin7's passion for their OC was looked down upon by some in the community, which was super unfortunate. However, something super cool happened back in 2019. Charles Zambilis, the original concept artist that drafted both Crash and Spyro in their original trilogies, saw Ara Bandicoot and decided to make his own take on the OC. And here, in classic Zambilis blue pen et al., is Charles' take on Ara Bandicoot. To my knowledge, Charles has never done this before. So, Magaska, another popular artist in the Crash community, teamed up with one of the biggest Crash modders that you all know and love, Sponge Bandymark, to bring Ara Bandicoot to life. Magaska created a sketch for her, and Sponge Bandymark created the mod. Now, Ara Bandicoot can be played as a fan-made model, whom actually has concept art by the original artist of Crash and Spyro. If you've been on any Crash or just gaming social media, then you probably have heard about Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. You also probably have seen the memes and jokes between the games. Crash 4 has rifts, Rift Apart has rifts. Ratchet rail grinds, Crash now also rail grinds. Crash wall runs, Ratchet wall runs. Ratchet and Clank have an evil Dr. Nefarious, Crash is an evil Dr. Nefarious tropey. You can really see the parallels, can't you? Well, a modder by the name of Ditto decided to really push that line by modding in Dr. Nefarious. Now, he's Dr. Nefarious Cortex. The skin is super awesome, especially if you're a Ratchet and Clank fan. In fact, I put this little bit together to show how close this scene is with the opening scene from Ratchet and Clank.
Dr. Nefarious?
Ratchet and Clank! What a wonderful surprise! I didn't expect to see you here. Considering my goons were meant to annihilate you 8 minutes ago.
The next mod is one that I have seen being created for the past few weeks. Gravilla decided to release a new take on Cortex called Pogo Pandemonium. In the mod description, Gravilla goes on to explain their thought process behind creating this skin and the challenges that came with it. If you want to read about it, check out the mod link in the description below. A large inspiration came from Crash Bash with the Pogo Stick game, where Cortex uses a jetpack to bounce around. The use of the jetpack for Cortex's dash in Crash 4 is actually genius and better explains how he can dash the way he does. There's a lot of awesome details here, like the blockified enemies having the same paint splash on their heads, the particles from the dash of the jetpack, and the crazy eyes. Overall, a well done skin that I could easily see as an actual skin for the character. For the final mod, we are about to go to a brand new universe, one that I never thought I would ever see in the Crash Bandicoot franchise. When I saw this mod, I started laughing hysterically and knew I had to put it in. Sierra 117, aka Master Chief from the Halo franchise, is now modded into Crash Bandicoot 4 thanks to Ditto, specifically for the Tana missions. It's absolutely hilarious to see John Spartan kick enemies into the abyss. I don't know why, but the more I see this mod in action, the more I just laugh at how hilarious this idea is. Our cartoony world with a super soldier killing literally everything. Overall, this is a super fun mod to see implemented. And that's it for Mods of the Month. Which one was your favorite? Comment below and let me know.